He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One!
Mariota now on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
One!
Play fake. Mariota toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Keep it rolling.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To the air again, Mariota. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Working out of the gun, Mariota being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble. But all is well. First down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Third and goal, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Ravens taking the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Mariota now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. And he's got his man. That's Landry. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
From the red zone now, Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone!
On play action, they'll throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Malik Collins. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mariota. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, that's Lions. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that's caught by Landry for a Charger touchdown. Jarvis Landry as time expires in the first half. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. So, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now Landry. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Three.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
Three.
Fourth down, Mariota. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that one results in 35 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Mariota. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 3. And it'll be 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
Now back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Flush to his right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception here, Mariota looking downfield for Jones. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
One.
Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Turner. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. This is Scarborough. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's
true. Try to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Detroit!
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.